The push for red flag gun confiscation and universal gun registration are heating up in Washington, D.C. Now, last week, President Donald Trump declared his support for red flag and so-called universal background checks. President Trump said, "I have called for red flag gun laws, also known as extreme risk protection orders." And he also said, Republicans and Democrats must come together and get strong background checks. Now, that's just Washington, D.C. speak for universal background checks, which we know really mean universal gun registration. Now, H.R. 8 was already passed by Nancy Pelosi's House, and that's the only bill dealing with background checks right now. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also said red flag and universal background checks will be two items that will for sure be front and center when Congress comes back out of recess. In fact, McConnell is organizing the likes of Lindsey Graham and John Thune to get Republicans in line and support gun control. Now, how can you help? First, text one word, red flag, to 67076 to get involved in the fight. You can also join the fight by going to nationalgunrights.org/join. Now, here's the latest update in this fight. Longtime anti-gun Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine spoke with Politico this week and reports that she's talking with White House people about gun control proposals. Remember, Senator Collins is one of the Republicans who helped push the no-fly, no-buy government watch list bill, which NAGR members and supporters were instrumental in defeating in the summer of 2016. Now, she's spoken to Republican Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, Senator Rob Portman of Ohio, and the White House Legislative Director about passing gun control in the U.S. Senate. She also wants to get Mitch McConnell more involved in talks with the White House. Now, the Hill newspaper is reporting a White House source saying, quotes, "I think the wheels are spinning pretty quickly right now on gathering a lot of this information. So I think the goal would be to have something ready by the end of the month," that's August, "or at least by the time Congress comes back, have some sort of a better picture," close quotes. Now, I'm a registered Washington lobbyist, and I'll translate all of that for you. Gun control is coming, and frankly, Republicans want the credit. Republicans think they already have some gun owners on board, and so now they're going to try to get Moms Demand Action and the national press on board by doing something on gun control. Now, here's the three-part gun control plan they want to inflict on the American people. Number one is resurrecting the Toomey Manchin Universal Gun Registration Bill, or they call it Universal Background Checks, from 2013. Number two is National Red Flag Grant Program. And this is being spearheaded by Senator Lindsey Graham and Democrat Richard Blumenthal. And number three, cracking down on straw purchases, which is silly since those are already illegal under the federal law. Now, even more recent news, just this week, Republican turncoats Mike Braun of Indiana, Mitt Romney of Utah, Martha McSally of Arizona, Tom Tillis of North Carolina, and Marco Rubio have all said that they're on board with some form of gun control, including all of them supporting red flag. Now, the Senate is out of session until September 9th, so we're really running out of time to lobby our elected officials and insist they reverse course and stop supporting these gun grabs. Now, New York Democrat Senator Chuck Schumer is already promising red flag gun confiscation is not enough. Universal gun registration must also be on the table, according to his own words. And when they push for that, they're going to want a ban on so-called assault weapons. We need every pro-gun patriot in this fight. It is really the biggest push for gun control since the Obama agenda in 2013. So text red flag to 67076 and call your senator's local offices in the state and insist on no gun control. You can also join the fight by going to nationalgunrights.org/join.